No, you're making noise.
Hello. Right? Okay. Feedback. Hello, one, two, one. Yeah. Hello, guys. Good evening, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Football Fan Zone with your boy Themba Banks. And guys, on this segment, guys, we are doing a watch along, and the watch along is between Romania versus Netherlands. The match is between Romania versus Netherlands. I beg you guys, or I beg these guys that are watching, man, or playing. All I want to see is good football, man. We want to see good football, guys, because man, we've been seeing quality kind of football, guys. Like dead. Yesterday, it was dead football we saw. Both games, both watch along we did yesterday, they were dead, dead. So I'm hoping that today it will be a different scenario because I want to see good football. And I just hope it leads to the hype, man. Honestly, um, I just want to just see good football, like I said, and I hope we get to see it from the likes of Romania and Netherlands. Because one thing is this: yesterday we saw the likes of what is it called? We saw the likes of uh Slovenia. Slovenia bored us to death yesterday. You know, and the honest truth is, guys, if you are going to play for a penalty, if you are going to play for a penalty, make it worth it. Train for it. Make sure you have practiced it. What we saw from Slovenia yesterday was crazy, was rubbish. Because I do not understand in a world whereby all Slovenia did in the entire game was or playing for penalty. And when it got to where the penalty was being taken place, they decided not to show up. And that's the honest truth. If you are playing for a penalty, then make sure you have actually practiced it enough. Honestly, make sure you have practiced it enough. So in this match today, I hope we get to see quality, good football, guys. Honestly, I'm hoping that we'll get to see quality football. But guys, it's a weird competition actually. Oh. This competition is very, very weird. And I don't think people have actually taken into consideration the kind of competition we have had so far. Because in this competition, you have the likes of Mbappe have yet to score. Not just Mbappe, the whole team are yet to score from an open play, and yet they are in the second round. Oh, sorry, they are in the quarterfinal already. And Portugal as well, man, have been disappointing. You know, they have been disappointing. Though I will not really judge Dio this thing yesterday. I will not judge Dio performances yesterday. I wouldn't judge it because we saw his Slovenia side. All they want to do was just lock the shop, stay indoor, and just give uh their hopes, hoping they can actually get a win on the penalty, which they failed to do. They failed massively to do. So I just hope the game is going to be a wonderful game because that's what I want to see. I want to see good football, guys. Please, we want good football. I've seen enough of crazy kind of football, man. Please, today, you guys, make sure you give me good football. I'm trusting you guys to do it, man. I believe you guys can give us proper um game to watch. So, like we all do, I will call out the lineups, guys. I'll call out the lineups. I'll call out the lineups, but I am sure with the Romanians, and I'm sure I will kill the name. I will kill it. So you guys are going to bear with me. Now, in goal for Romania, his name is Lita. Then you have Rashi, Dragozin, Boka, and Mongos. In the midfield, you have Marin. Then you have Man, Statue, Marin again, and Agai. Then you have a lone striker of Dragos in front. And for Netherlands, you have Babronji in goal. You have a back four of Dumfries, Van Dijk, um, Ake, and De Vrij. In the midfield, you have Simmons back. Then you have Rangers. You have Scooting. And up front, you have Cody Gakpo, Memphis Depay, and Bergwijn. So those are the three guys starting for Netherlands. So I still don't understand why is the likes of Frimpong finding it very, very difficult to start for Netherlands. Honestly, it doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. Frimpong should start all day. Frimpong should start all day, guys. Free punk should start all day. But sometimes it also boils down to the manager who he feels he wants to use, man. But for me, man, if it's up to me, guys, come on, free punk should be playing all day. Should be playing all day. So I just hope these guys they give us good football. Grind eyes. Honestly, I still don't understand why the likes of Free Pong haven't gotten game time. The likes of Ian Manson and Zex. Sometimes you want to ask yourself a question. Manchester United are going to sign Joshua Zex. And yes, the likes of Memphis Depay plays ahead of him. The likes of what is it called? Um what Wekos plays before Zexi. So this one you want to ask questions. You want to ask so many questions. Like how are these players? But I know some many United players or fans won't rate these guys. They will not rate these guys. They will not. And we are on, guys. We are on. So in this match, only one nations will go through. So whatever you are doing, you want to do it really quick. You want to do it really quick. Whatever you're doing, you want to do it really, really quick. So I just hope we're going to see a good game, guys, because I'm just here for proper game of football. And one thing I know is this, guys, I will not be surprised. Don't get me wrong. I will not be surprised if what is it called? If Romania to get the job done. Because if I'm being honest, guys, they've actually been decent. No lie. They've actually been decent. They've looked good. So I will not tell you yet. I'll be surprised if they win. I will not tell you that. Because they've been decent so far. For me, they've been one of the you can say the dark horse of the competition. For me, you could say they've been one of the dark horse of this competition because whatever they've actually displayed in this tournament is something we really haven't expected. So for me, I will not be shocked if these guys will get the job done. But like everybody else would expect, everybody will expect what's it called? They will expect Netherlands to get the job done. And you see what I'm talking about right now. You see, they've had the first attack. They've had the first attack. They just made the first attack. So for me, I will not be surprised, guys. Will not be surprised. Wherever you're watching for, if you're watching from Twitter, please let me know your score prediction, guys. Let me know your score prediction. Ah, I think he's injured. Are you sure you ate something before the game? I made a video earlier about how much this guy is called ESPN take a piece at Cristiano Ronaldo. I was actually reacting to it because I was so disappointed with things I saw online. You know, if had a player in Cristiano Ronaldo that like it was not bad for the entire game wasn't bad. It was good. It looked decent in the game. And this guy did whatsoever he could to probably get a goal in that match. And at the end of the day, it did not happen. Then you have the likes of BBC and the likes of ESPN. I got so angry whereby I saw the likes of what's his name, Frank Leboeuf and Steve Nico. What was that clown's name? It's fucking rubbish. Those guys were talking absolutely rubbish. You know, and for once, I was happy with the fact that people did not just watch it and just let it go. I was happy that people actually came outside and say things outside. Because I think this needs to happen more often because how are you not having a shame? You know, how don't you have a shame that somebody just missed a penalty? You don't know what is going through his mind. You don't know what is going through his head. And all you think you could do is make fun of the fact. Not just making fun of him, also criticizing the fact that he was crying. Because one thing he was doing, you never knew the reason why he was crying. And the thing is that I do not blame those guys. The reason why I said I don't blame them is because they have never been in a position. They have never been in a position whereby, like Ronaldo was yesterday, whereby you got to lose a penalty, whereby everybody were probably believing in you to score. Those guys have never been in that position because if they have ever been in that position whereby they have this massive pressure, they know that everybody expects them to get a goal and they failed. Then I don't think they'll be saying what they are saying about that guy, honestly. Now, this is what Andre says. He says, FUAPN, he is almost 40, now playing his last international tournament. Let him be him alone and okay, leave him alone and enjoy his last days in world football. Honestly, it was a shame, man. It was a shame. Now, professional footballers laugh when they hear that Ronaldo is the best player ever. Problem is, he has the most fan in the world, and journalists and the rest of footballer have to deal with them in the social world. Now, I don't really understand what you're saying here, but professional guys, don't slip past these guys, man. They can actually make things happen here, guys. Don't slip past these guys, man, because they might make it happen. And it's a throwing. But honestly, man, I honestly believe this guy should be playing more, man. Um, Free Punk. I don't know how you want to do, but Free Punk should be playing. Honestly, Free Punk should be playing in games like this, man. Yeah, it's the pie. They're throwing to Netherland. That's a bad around guys. And this is what I'm talking about, man. Because this guy called Rancoman, I don't understand. You have ballers in your team. You got baller. Let me just go. Let me go through the substitution for Netherlands, and let's make it make sense. How some of these players are not even starting for Netherlands over some players. Now they've got Danny Blind. I don't know Brombury. I will not tell you. I will not say the truth. I don't know much of him. They've got Matthias Delete on bench. I will play Matthias Delete over Dibraj, honestly. And now Flacking, then have they have Free Frimpong have been doing it all day for Bayer Leverkusen. Even though you cannot play him as a right wing back or a right back ahead of um, Dumfries, he should be starting over Bergwijn. Then you have Gravenberg, Garenberg, easy. Play ahead of Scotty. Honestly, you have Van der Ven as well. Van der Ven. I am sorry, Van der Ven right now, man, is a joy to watch. Van der Ven is there. And you have Ian Martin. We saw what this guy did with Dortmund. This guy he has baller on the bench, yet he has decided that he's never going to give them some chance. Crazy how some players came to the Euros and they will end up not playing the Euros the competition ends. Honestly, it's crazy, man. Sometimes when you look at the decision all this manager make, sometimes you just want to cry. And this person sometimes I don't feel pity towards them when they get sacked, honestly, because sometimes they make bad calls. They make bad calls, honestly. And you ask yourself, like, how is this manager picking this player ahead of this player? It's crazy, man. We're also going to be looking at transfer, guys. As we're doing, we watch a lot of football. We also dive into transfers as well. There's something to talk about on transfers. Do it, do it as well. The game has actually been lively, to be fair. But also, I think you could say this competition is not, you know, You would want to say on a norm, it should be favorite when we, because we have seen so many matches. We have seen the likes by come on, you should eat that. What the hell are you doing? Eat that. Eat it. What are you waiting for? Eat the shot. Can you pass the ball? He was calling for the ball. Nice one, though. Nice shot. Guys, don't be too surprised, man. Don't be too surprised if you get to see um Romania take the lead, guys. Don't be too surprised because it might happen here. It might happen because Romania have actually been looking like the better side. Bergwijn, are you going out? And then come outside and play football, man. You would expect Netherlands to be coming outside and play the game, but yet they look like they're the more defensive side here. I still believe that the winner of this competition might surprise everybody, man. It might not be the team we are expecting them to win this. Corner kick. It's a corner kick. It's a corner kick to Netherlands. It's another corner kick. To be another corner kick. That's safe. Wow. What a way to take a lead. That was a crazy. That's an insane goal. That's a massive strike from Kode Gakpo. That was an incredible strike, guys. I think I spoke too soon, guys. I provoked him. I think I spoke too soon because it seemed as if he had what I said and he smashed that. Like, that's a very good strike, man. You don't save that, guys. You do not save that. That was a very, very good goal, guys. Incredible strike. Well, it's 1-0. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Come on. Calm down. And that was a very, very that was a good strike, man. That was a very, very good strike. Very good strike. Eyes on Dumfries. Nobody's there. Corner kick. That was a terrible corner kick for Memphis Depay. Terrible corner kick. That was a terrible corner kick. But this goal was this is a good goal, man. But I would say the keeper should do better, man. Should do better, man. The goalkeeper should do better. On that, the goalkeeper should do better, honestly. Whoa, come on, man. Trump was a criminal playing Gakpo as a first nine. You will see next season under a Dutch coach. Why Nunes and Gakpo always turns up for their country only? Well, you could almost say the way they've been managed, or the position they've been used at when they play for probably Liverpool, probably it's not their preferred position. You might say that as well because I saw Darwin scoring on hat trick for Uruguay. And so far, in this competition so far, you can easily say Gakpo have been Netherlands best player. Save. Netherlands best player has been Cody Gakpo. And now it just, you know, bang they go again. So maybe you want to put the reason why they've not done well for Liverpool, respectively, is probably they've been used wrongly. Nice. That was a good block, man. That was a good block. Oh, that was close. I thought that was in. Huh, guys, like it will never stop, man. Like these people called ESPN, they've got no shame. They've got absolutely no shame. Like it does not stop. It does not stop. And I hope that Roberto Martinez does not listen to these clowns because this was the same thing ESPN did to Fernando Santos, and that guy listened. And what happened? He ended up losing his job for it. He ended up losing his job for it. So you still have some clowns taking a deep at this guy. You still have people taking a deep. Man, those guys have got no shame, man. They honestly have absolutely no shame. Now, this is come from ESPN again. And it says here, look at this clown called Mike Alden. He says that Ronaldo is showing the Ronaldo show is becoming ridiculous now. Great player, one of the absolutely best ever, but this is not a a under 10 game where the greedy kid gets to take all the free kicks and miss all the chances. And this is how you ask yourself, what's football? And look at it here. 1 million views. 1 million. That's when I say all these guys are making them name from this guy. So tell me, what football was this clown watching yesterday? Because if he was watching the same ball, the same match I was watching, then he would easily know that Cristiano was the best player on the pitch. If he was watching the game that everybody, every normal person was watching, then he will actually understand that Ronaldo was actually not the problem. And you could make an argument that he was absolutely the best player on the pitch. But because they've got an agenda, that agenda they've got will never make them be sensible in life. Now look at the stupid question he was asking. Is Ronaldo holding back Portugal? Then now somebody asks here, somebody says here, is literally the best player producing most offensive output in the whole team. And this is what I said. Sometimes you need to drop your agenda aside because your agenda against this guy will end up making you look stupid. You need to drop your agenda aside. You are talking about, is he holding Portugal back? How is he holding Portugal back? When is actually the only player to be like producing every chances, looking like he's going to get a goal. He's the only person in that team doing it. And this is falls down and boils down to what I was saying earlier. Have any of the Portuguese striker, showed to us the reason why he should be starting or Ronaldo and Pepe should be benched? Nobody. Nobody. You have the likes of what's his name? Gonzalo Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos was being benched at PSG. Benched at PSG. Because one thing we know about Benfica players is once they leave the club, they become rubbish. Darwin Nunes, Enzo Fernandez. You could add Gonzalo Ramos to the deal, to the list. You could add Gonzalo Ramos to the deal. Because ever since PSG signed him, he has been rubbish. You have the like of Mbappe bench him, Bakola bench him, Asensio benches him. So many players benches this guy. And some people that are crazy, some people that have an agenda against somebody, believes that same Gonzalo Ramos that is suffering, not getting chances, not getting opportunity to prove himself in PSG should be benching a player that scored almost 50 something goals or that goals contribution, both goals and assist, almost 50 something in a season. Make it make sense because your agenda against him is making you lose your football instincts, making you lose the fact that you cannot just watch football and address it. Now, this guy is asking, point me a better free kick taker. Then for this one that said, same thing happened in the World Cup. They benched him and then Gonzalo Ramos scored an hat-trick. Gonzalo Ramos scored an hat-trick in a game he played against Switzerland. How many goals have Ronaldo scored against Switzerland? Go check. Before you talk rubbish, go and check first before coming and typing crap. You want to make a research first and see. Because you're making it seem as if he came and played a decent side. When he played a decent side in Morocco, where was he? Because this is what I will ask. Somebody say, what happened next game against Morocco? It was a ghost. Because you have an agenda, you come typing, you are fast to type, but you don't think. You don't think. You're telling me same thing happened in the World Cup. So what you're trying to tell me is that bench him against France, then put in Gonzalo Ramos. Because we saw this guy played against Switzerland, scored an hat trick. The next match against Morocco, where was he? He ghosted. He ghosted. And even the Switzerland manager came outside and said that they had a game plan to keep Ronaldo quiet in that game. They kept him quiet. And the next thing, the plan messed up because Ronaldo now did not start the game. Gonzalo Ramos played. Ramos played. And we all know what happened. We all know what happened. Gonzalo Ramos played that match. And we all know what happened in that game. We all know what happened in that game. Because now, I'll tell you for free, the likes of what is it called? The likes of Morocco, Moroccan were watching that match against Switzerland, and they knew automatically that there's no way the manager is dropping him. They knew, and they planned for him. Did it work or not? It did. I've seen people talking about Pepe is old, is this, is he should not be playing. Pepe has really, literally been one of the best defenders in this competition. It's as easy as that. But people will not say that. They will not talk that one. They won't go there. Look at Mike Ogden. They make everything they do all about Cristiano. Everything they do, they make it all about him. And it's a disgrace, man. Because now they're now losing what journalism is all about. What journalism is all about has been lost. It has been lost. You can't even go online right now and check and get facts. You won't get facts. Now it will be very, very interesting because I will really want to see people now that you know everything is in place. Ten Hag does not have an excuse anymore. It will be nice to see. Now it says here, United are always fast to jubilate. It says here, yes, this is says here this is a prop. This is okay. This is it. Man United finally have a proper structure. Fine. They've got Enos, they've got Jerome Black, Bradford. Then they have Manchester and they have Omar Barada, who is the CEO. You have the National Sporting Director of Football, Jason Wickers. Then uh, Ten Hag, Ben Saroy, and Rene Hike. I'll be there for it. Finally, my club is acting like a football club. It will be interesting to see what they do because already what has happened to the female football side? What has happened? Because you want to ask a question, are they focusing alone Come on, man. You've delayed the ball. You wasted too much time, man. You wasted so much time, dude. You ask yourself a question: is this affecting the female side of the game? Because and it will be very interesting to see. I'll be here for it, man. I'll be here for it. So for me, when I'm saying I'm here for it, I want to see it. I want to see everything until the ending. Now, this is coming from Talk Sport, Alex Croc, and it says here, Manchester United are willing to cash out or cash in on Harry Maguire this summer. He has admirers in Italy. It will be very, very interesting to know what club in Italy wants Harry Maguire. I would love to see that club that wants Harry Maguire. We're here for it. I'm here for it. I want to see the people that actually want Harry Maguire. It will be interesting to see, guys. It's 5 minutes to go for the first half, and it's 1-0. Come on, that's a terrible pass, man. That's a terrible pass. Matthias Delete will be willing to take a pay cut to join Manchester United. The Dutch earns around 15 million a year at Bayern, and United are offering below 12 million a year. Bayern are not open to sell around 50 million. Are very open, sorry, to sell at around 50 million plus add-ons. United offering open. It says here United opening offer was around package was around 40 million euros. I don't believe this deal will happen, man, because one thing is this. You have a team like what's it called? You have a team like what's it called? A team like Bayern Munich. They are ready and willing to sell. Bayern Munich are ready to sell. I think it is you. I think it is you. I forgot one. You see now. So, like I said, guys, you have Bayern Munich are ready to sell, and what's his name? Matthias Delete would be willing to leave as well. He's willing to leave because, and him taking a pay cut is something that makes perfect sense because he's not getting enough time like he would. Like, what is all this nonsense? Eat it once. What the fuck are you doing, Savi Simmons? Shut the fuck up, man. This is why the likes of Freeport should be playing ahead of you. Rubbish. Give it, eat it once. You are controlling it. Oh, man, the first touch was terrible. Ah, come on, man. Come on, man. That was terrible, man. I'm sorry. That was a terrible. That was a terrible, terrible. That was terrible. Come on, man. That should be in the back of the net, man. You should be scoring that. I'm sorry. There's nothing to say. You should be banging that in. And this is why the likes of this guy should be playing ahead of you. Honestly, let's not just lie to each other. Though I know he has been having a stinker of a competition, and it's not only him. You know, it is not only him that has been having a terrible, you know, stinker of these Euros. So many players have been, not just him. So many, so many players. So it's not new to me, man. But that should be a goal. Honestly, that should be a goal all day. But Romania, if I have been fair, man, they've actually looked decent, man. They look very, very good. No, no lie. To be fair, they've been solid. Can you hit it? Come on. And 3 minutes. We have played 2 minutes out of 3 minutes. So there's 1 minute remaining for the end of the first half. It all boils down to what I've been saying so far. Every team have actually been, but one thing is this, guys. Every team in this competition have been bad. But for me, the reason why are we what I'm putting it on is this. I would say we have had so many games to play, guys. We've played so many games, and these players have played so many games, and I don't think they've had enough rest, guys. I don't think so. And you look at it, Euros might will end, I think, on the 9th, if I'm not mistaken. No, I think I'm lying. On the 9th. I think I'm lying. Yeah, I think it might end on the 9th of July or 16th of July. Let me check. I'm trying to see. But I think it will end around the 16th, if I'm not mistaken, of July. And when you look at from that time, the Euros will end Already, some clubs will be going for preseason tour already, and that's the end of the first half, guys. Some club will be going for the preseason tour already. So, how many minutes or how long does these players have before the new season begins? Because sometimes these are things you also want to look at. These are things you want to look at as well. How long does these players have before the new season begins? So whatever we are seeing right now, whatever we're seeing right now with these players, you can also put it on fatigue, man. They've got tired legs everywhere. Honestly, they've got tired legs. Which is why sometimes I put the blame on fatigue. You have the lack of Bukayo Saka, the lack of Phil Foden, you have the lack of Jude Bellingham. These guys have had so many games to play in different competition across Europe. Then yet again, they are being forced to play in the national team, which is why I said this. There is too much football right now. There is too much football, and it is killing the players. It's killing them. Look at Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. I criticize that guy like no man's business. But yet again, do I think it's fair on him? It's not. Because I'll tell you, as soon as he returns back to United, he plays every game yet again. And this guy is also nothing but a human being. He's not a machine, he's not a robot. He needs time to also rest. He needs time to rest. And does he get the rest at United? He does not. Because if there's one thing Tenag have decided to do, Tenag have decided to that he will never give him an opportunity to rest. Tenag have decided that he will not give him that time to rest. As long as it's available, he will keep playing. And yet it is killing this guy, it's killing this player. Because we might be blaming Bruno Fernandes, not knowing the reason why he has been crap or playing poorly was due to the fact that he hasn't had time to rest. Honestly. He hasn't had time to rest. So I would say let this guy give him game time. Don't let him rest. Don't let him play football. Try as much, even in the preseason. If you don't play him at all, it will be okay. Don't play him in the preseason. Then maybe at the beginning of the season, assess him as well. Because I will not lie to you guys, man. Bruno have played too many games. Too many games. Honestly, he has played too many games, man. And I think he deserves rest. He needs rest. He has played too many games, so he needs rest, guys. Bruno needs rest. But it will be interesting to see what is available on the pitch for Manchester United at the beginning of the season. Because whosoever is fit will determine if Bruno will get probably a rest or he will get used or get thrown back in immediately. I just look at an article on Daily Mail. Like man, it is crazy, man. It is crazy. This Ronaldo thinks he's just rubbish. But let's get into this one. Let's get into this. And it says here that it says here from Daily Mail, it says England are no longer Euro 2024 favorites. Opta supercomputer predicts the Three Lions won't win in Germany after their recent struggle. So who is back to be the champions? One thing is this, guys. I for one never believed England are in for this tournament, honestly, and I honestly believe that the likes of Switzerland might knock them out. Honestly, Switzerland might knock them out. But let's go on. And it says England have been placed as favorites to win 2024, according to Opta Supercomputer. Gary Southgate side were favorites going into the competition, into the tournament, possessing wealth of talent in their ranks, including the likes of Jubeligan, Fifodin, and Kopama. The talent has not transformed into the result thus far, this far. Now, this thing is this, man. You know, sometimes we criticize a manager, but the thing, yet again, this is the thing. Like I just said earlier, I just said earlier, that some of these players have had too many games to play. I just said it just now. But yet again, guys, when we look at it, we are talking about Gareth Southgate having super talent at his disposal. For Foden, Kopama, Bellingham, Harry Kane, Bukayo Saka, name them. Name them. He has them at his disposal. Okay, the manager have not been able to bring out the best in these players, but that should not be an excuse, guys, because all these players individually they are talent, individually they are good. So there should still be one among all these guys that showcase to you and showcase themselves and saying, "Come on, yes, even though the manager is not a good manager, I'm a special player and I can show what I am all about." Of which that is something we have never seen. We have never seen it all season or all this entire competition. We have never seen it. The only person that have come into that team, and I said it, guys, because when I was doing the watch along for England versus Slovakia, I kept saying I would really love Guy Southgate not to bring in Kopama because I know Kobe Mino was there already. He could not do the job alone, and I knew if this guy comes in, I knew if Kopama comes in, he was going to do a good job. I knew if Kopama came in that game, he was going to transform the game entirely. And what did he do? Immediately came into the game. What happened? It changed the entire game. So for those people that are talking about talent, sometimes it's not just about the manager. Sometimes the player themselves should be able to prove a reason or say it to the manager, saying, I know the manager, or to the media, I know the manager might not really be a proper manager. It might not be, you know, it might not deem him good enough. But the honest truth is that I will use my talent and actually showcase what I am all about. And we do not see that. We don't see that, which is why I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, guys, because people think it's all about talent. It's not about talent. It's how being able to bring the best out of them, and we have seen it. It's a no-show. All of them have been rubbish. Just that the where I blame Gary Southgate, where I am always pissed at him, is the fact that he has also refused. He has refused to give other players game time. That was where, or that is where I'm having a problem with Gary Southgate. So that's the honest truth, guys. Honest truth. But let's continue, man. The team were met by the Bulls and plastic missiles after the 0-0 draw with Slovenia to close the group stage. Now, what sometimes what people don't really know is that there's something that Slovenia team did. Because at first, when England played 0-0 with Slovenia, we all were like, man, come on, man. England should be beating that team. And then we saw the same exact thing happening again with Portugal. Then you ask yourself, was it that these guys are terrible, or Slovenia set up so nicely that they blocked everywhere? They made sure that the goal does not come in. We criticize players, criticize manager because we want them to win. We want them to win. We want them to win. This is coming from Green Bailey, yeah. It says PSG are ready to move for Marcus Rashford as soon as they get any positive from the player's side towards a move. Now, this is why I call PR stunt, man. This is PR for me. I'm sorry. This is PR. And this is why I say it's PR is this, man. So are you basically telling me, let me just share it here. So are you basically telling me that PSG are waiting for Marcus Rashford to say he wants to leave for them to make a move on him? Because if the club PSG really wants Marcus Rashford, what they would do is talk to his agent, and they will tell his agent, "Can you please tell Marcus Rashford we are interested in him?" You know, they will set up a meeting and make their interest known to the player that we are really serious. We want you in the club. Then now the agent will go to Rashford, tell Rashford, do you want to leave or you don't want to leave? If you want to leave, do you think of taking your challenge elsewhere? Then Marcus can come outside and say, yeah, he wants to leave. But you cannot tell me that if PSG honestly really, really, really wants Rashford in the club, they will be talking about this rubbish. This is nonsense for me. You can come and tell me PSG wants, they see him, they deem him fit as a like what they need to dominate France, to dominate in Europe as well. Then they'll be saying if the player on the player side, come on, let's think of something. That's rubbish. Think of something else to say. Because this is absolute nonsense. Then imagine 100 million euros or they look elsewhere. Let him go, please. 100 million for Rashford. Like, what the hell is that? United fans can be very, very funny, man. Manchester United fans can be very, very funny. And some of them, you ask them, do they watch football? Do they know the kind of football they are watching or what? You have a situation where somebody, somebody like Sergeant Ratcliffe and Enos, group of Enos, came outside to say that they do not think or believe that they have a player who is worth £100 million in the team. Sergeant Ratcliffe came outside and said it that they don't have a player that is worth £100 million. But crazy fans, poor, poor that are poor, are believing that Rashford is worth 100 million. So does it mean that the likes of what's his name, Sergeant Ratcliffe, will not want to make money from Rashford? He would want to make millions from Rashford, but sometimes he's a billionaire. He also has to just say stuff for what it is. Rashford is not worth £100 million. Like, if I'm being truthful, if Manchester United sees a club that offers 80 million, 70 million for Rashford, take the money fast, because he isn't worth that amount of money. It's not. Because all they will tell you is this, and don't get me wrong, because when I say Rashford is not worth that amount of money, people think I'm 18, I don't know football, but they do not understand from what angle I was actually saying that from. I have a reason of saying that the only club in the world, the only club that will sign Marcus Rashford for £100 million is Manchester United. Though the previous board, not this current board, the previous board will sign Marcus Rashford for £100 million, because now what they'll be thinking is commercial value. They'll be looking at what he offers to the club, what he brings in. That is what they'll be looking at immediately. And this is why I say, if Man U can get a club that offers them 80, 70 million, they should not think twice. They should do the deal. Because I don't think a proper club that is well run will think about Marcus Rashford at the moment. I'll tell you for free. PSG would rather take 80 million to Atletico Bilbao for Nico Williams. PSG they took two they took 200 million for Lemmy to Barcelona. It got rejected. Now they've been talks that they want to increase the money to 100 and 250 million euros. They want to increase it. They are telling me that PSG are just talking about what's his name, Marcus Rashford. Guys, come on, we should stop talking rubbish, man. We should stop deceiving ourselves. We should stop deceiving ourselves, man.
Na France dem dey play abi na people wey dey play tomorrow na there dem dey face no be France dem dey face.
Is that a foul? Is that a foul?
That's a really brave defensive block, important block. I mean, he's diving somewhat as well. He's falling away. That hits him. But again, I think it's the fact his arm is very close to his body. Any further out, and he will be in big trouble. But too easy for Reinders to drive through the midfield, get to the edge of the box, and get shot away. Well, it was a calculated manoeuvre by Rakovic, and he knew what he was doing, keeping that arm, the elbows tucked in, but equally spreading his body otherwise as much as he could. Yeah, the officials are looking for that, an arm that makes the body bigger. It clearly wasn't there. It was tight to the body. It did hit his arm, but it isn't handball. Dragush, who has not
Dragush.
wins a free kick for his team here. Yeah, this is what he has to keep doing. Might be a painful second half. He will take a few knocks, but protect the ball, get fouled, get his team up the pitch. Stanchu to take the free kick. Dragusin has got forward.
Dragusin. The freaky for it's a freaky for Romania. Do you think Romania can come back to this game?
Is the Dutch player being spoken to by the referee?
Do you think Romania can actually come back into this game?
Played in by Stanchu. Too high for Dragusin. Dupay's miscue clearance doesn't quite relieve the threat here.
Because I won't write them out, man, guys, because this is football. Anything can happen in football, man. So I'll not write them out. When Messi cries in the jersey, then it is dedication and love for his country. But when Ronaldo has his moment, it's not the right thing expected. What hypocrisy, ESPN. It's a disgrace, I tell you. It's a disgrace, I tell you, honestly. It's a disgrace.
Netherlands hoping to reach the quarterfinals of the European Championship for the first time since Euro 2008. It's been a long time. Reinders. Schouten to De Vrij.
They're knocking the ball around.
Reinders.
Randers have actually been decent so far, man. Randers have actually been decent. It's been good. He has actually he has proven a reason why. How did Memphis look from there? And this is what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I was talking about. I said every player you think has been crap in this whole entire competition. And that is one of them. You want to ask yourself, how has he missed from there?
Created some menace down the right wing. That was the story of the opening 45 minutes. That's how patient the Netherlands were as well. There must have been 10, 15 passes. Then suddenly they quicken the tempo up, get the ball out to him, and a real opportunity arises from that patience. Lovely swing of the hips from Malin. Taking on Burke. Here is Reinders. The Romanians being forced to sit in their own final third now. Ake. Reinders. Gabby Simons against Ratsiu. Ake. It's a lot of navy shirts waiting in the penalty area. DeFries feels that he was pushed to the penalty area. Actually was the defender. On-field decision, no penalty. When he gets goal side of his man, how much contact there is on it will be interesting. And is it contact with consequence? Does Haji push him to the ground, throwing over? Well, he actually grabs hold of his arm quickly with his nose.
I want to see.
He's very lucky to get away with it. Once you grab hold of an attacker, you're in trouble. It's how quickly he lets go. Incredibly risky defending. Just because he's been caught ball watching.
No, come on. No. You don't expect to get a pen for that. You don't expect to get a pen for that. I'm sorry. You can't.
10 minutes play now in the second period. Still the one goal between them. Still hope for Romania.
You do not expect to get a pen for that. Let's be honest.
Straight to Ake. Romania got to be more careful in possession. Shouted. Reinders too far in front of Gakpo.
That's terrible.
Wasteful pass from Reinders. The counter-attack was on. This is going to be a problem as well for Jordanescu and Romania. They're going to have to commit more bodies up the pitch looking to get the equaliser. They could be caught with the pace and direct running that the Netherlands have on the counter. In the press conference yesterday, Edward Jordanescu said, we have to be close to perfection. Reinders.
Ryan, that is rubbish, man.
The referee says no, that will be a goal kick to Romania. Once again, a really good shooting position for him, stepping up the pitch. But once again, there's a little bit of maybe pressure on him from the back from Dragush, who's managed to get back into a defensive position. Clever play from Reinders. Space opens up. Dragush maybe just does enough just to unsettle him. Very elegant player, Tijani Reinders. Now the Dutch have got to get back. Dennis Mann. Wants him to shout him. That's a waste because he's got Ratsu, who's made a brilliant forward run ahead of him, just playing the ball into the space the right back is running into. Look at this, Simons just spotting Malin in space.
Malin is in.
Thin on numbers at the back. And it took place.
So you basically telling me that Malin even came in before Frimpong, came in before Zexi. And many United fans will tell you, they don't rate him. He's not good enough. He cannot play for United. Yet the player that they are being linked to can't even get a game. You can't get a game time ahead of Malin. Wow. That was close.
Looking for his 10th international goal, could barely have come any closer. He's trying to be too precise. He's under no pressure whatsoever. Does the right thing in terms of heading it down. He's trying to head it right into the corner. Doesn't really need to do that. If he hits it into the side netting, the keeper is never getting there.
And that was a good ball. That was a good ball, man.
Van Dijk lifted his first trophy as Liverpool captain. Won the League Cup in England, and he did score the winning goal in the final against Chelsea. It wasn't all too dissimilar from that, chaps. Romania cling on to their status at Euro 2024, but they are dangling by a thread now. Shouting. Gakpo. Memphis Depay, back to Gakpo.
Oh, good save.
Flag was raised, and it would have been off.
It's so absurd how you spend your time trashing someone else who has worked hard and achieved much. Ronaldo is the best role model you would like your child to follow. ESPN, it disappoints me. They are bloody rubbish, man. They are rubbish. Those guys, I tell you, they're nonsense. Yes, he is. He has 100 goals career. Most penalty goals in history. Who expects him not to be selfish? There is nothing wrong with it. As long as he gets put it in back of the net. West Ham trying to sign Todibo. I know many Manchester United fans will not like this one. They will not like the sound of the fact that um, West Ham are trying to sign Todibo. They won't like it. What do you think of Ozil's transformation? England are brutal. If you play like you did against Slovakia, the game be over at halftime. That's it, when they play against, if you go and play, that's when we play. Go and do it against Switzerland. They will smash England, man. Man asks as Malen over Zexi. Yeah, and I want to make you want to ask questions. You want to make you questions. Does the manager know what he's doing? You want to ask questions. You want to ask questions if the manager know what he's doing.
The overall performance of the Netherlands today suggests they should have more of a cushioned lead. As it is, this remains on an open. Shepton.
60 minutes so far. 29 minutes to go. For 29 minutes to go. Do you think Romania can get to go here?
Gakpo slaloming his way out of defence. And with Romania committing players forward, this could be trouble. Cody Gakpo!
That's a good save.
Keeping his team in the game there. Well, it's magnificent, not just the run of the ball, but his positioning to set off.
That was a fantastic strike, guys. Fantastic strike. That was a great strike, man.
Memphis Depay to take the corner. Depay at the front post. Drago heads it away straight to Shepton. Ake. And it's in! There's no flag!
It's a go.
Cody Gakpo has done it again!
Cody Gakpo are banging the goals again. He has 4 goals now. So it's official. Ah, that should be offside, man. That should be an offside, man. No, that should be an offside. That should be offside. That should be offside all day, man. There's no way that is not an offside.
The celebration from Gakpo was somewhat muted. Maybe he knows he was offside. Yeah, that first touch definitely seemed to come off Ake. If it's on the defender, it's a different story, but because it's a touch goalwards from Ake, again, the game could hinge on this decision. The agonizing wait in Munich. Oh, so
You're offside. You know that should be going in.
not and with over a quarter of this game remaining, Romania are still in it. But it did look fairly obvious that when VAR takes so long to check that you start to think have I missed something, but it did look a touch from Nathan Ake. You have Gakpo. He didn't celebrate truly, did he? He knew he was probably offside. Can that decision put some wind into Romanian sails? Not with a cross like that. Statues to look straight out for a goal kick. 2-0, it would have felt all over.
Honestly, if that had counted, then for me that would have been the end of the game, man.
elegant player to Jerry Riders, just cruises in the midfield. Plenty of activity down in the Netherlands technical area. They're preparing changes. Xavi Simons to Cody Gakpo.
Lineker and co laughing at Ronaldo on Prime TV. And you do think they do learn about ridiculing vulnerable people on national TV after how they treated Ten Hag? I used to rate Lineker until he asked Ten Hag stupid question after FA Cup Euros. Those guys are stupid, man. What do you say? He says, "What else should we expect from English media? They still haven't recovered from the way they were beaten by Portugal and Ronaldo earlier. They do better than their own national team. Pathetic." And that's the next truth. I said that as I mentioned it today that they haven't gotten over that fact that this guy knocked them out of the competition. They have not. They have not. And that is their beef against his brother man. There's a beef. They haven't getting over it. Why are you bringing Ten Hag into it? They were literally criticizing him just like how they have been criticizing England, which you have been doing fine with. Haven't been happy enough to do the same with Southgate. Yeah, one thing about me, I know it's a different thing, guys. You cannot tell me that laughing at somebody who is a top player is a top player, and we know him for a fact that he's a very, very good player, he's a top player. You don't expect me to laugh at Ronaldo or not criticize Lineker because they also criticize Ten Hag or the way they treated Ten Hag or Southgate. This is a different ball game entirely. That was a nice free kick, man. I think that boy hit the bar as well. He hit the bar.
But you've got to keep it on target. If he had it done, it would have been 2-0. That's why he falls to the turf. He knows what an opportunity that was.
That was a good free kick, man. I criticize Ten Hag, I criticize Southgate. And I tell you the reason why I criticize Southgate. I don't just put the blame alone on Southgate. I still make you understand that even with the fact that I am criticizing Southgate or Ten Hag, I believe that Ten Hag and Southgate, respectively, should be getting better than what we are seeing from him. Honestly. And it's the fact. The honest fact. Even with the fact I criticize Ten Hag and Southgate, I still stand here and I tell you guys the reason why sometimes I criticize them. I say it. The reason I criticize them, I say it out. And I'll tell you again. Even with the fact that they have talent or they've been doing what they've been doing, I still believe whatever we are seeing from England, whatever we are seeing from Man U, the players should be bringing more out of it. And that is where you back it up what I'm saying. We saw in the final, it's in Man U versus um, City FA Cup final. We saw it. The players now actually played and made us understand or believe that whatever we've been saying for a very long time is true. That even with the fact we blame Ten Hag, the players also, or Ten Hag should be able to bring out more out of these players. It's miles offside, man. It's miles offside. So don't get me wrong, man. When I criticize Ten Hag, I do it. I do it. And do I have right to do it? Yes, I think I do.
Definitely offside for the man in touch. His man. That's you. Just feel Romania are going to get one big chance. The question is, can they take it? Dumfries stood very firm there. No air through for Purka. No free passage to the penalty area down the other end from Memphis to Pi. Triple change coming for Romania. Number 7, Dennis Albeck, plays his club football in Qatar. He's a striker. Yanis Hachimenswe. Marius Marin's anchored role in the midfield has been sacrificed here to allow more attack-minded players to come on.
71 minutes.
Chikuldo, who plays in Turkey, comes on with number 8. This is his first appearance at Euro 2024. Triple change as Romania look to resuscitate their charge here. Stanshu taken away from him by Simons. Trying to get it immediately up to the new striker Alibek.
I would love to know what United are going to do with this. This comes from Bailey. It says Manchester United want Sancho and Mason Greenwood's departure to be completed before the squad returns for preseason training on July 8th. So let me finish it. Then it says, Simmons, you rubbish, man. Simmons, you crap. You crap. Then it says the club don't want either player back for preseason and neither of the players want to return. Okay, understand. Now, the reason why I believe that the deal will get done, they will not come for preseason, is because the players do not want to come either. They do not want to return. Not because I believe Manchester United Football Club will get a deal done for both players. You're telling me in 6 days' time, Manchester United, these guys will be able to sell or loan out Jordan Sancho and Mason Greenwood. You're telling me that in 6 days, Man United will get the deal done, whereby they've been linked to every player there is on the planet Earth. It's crazy. And for me, I don't even think it's even possible. I don't think see it's as something that is possible to do. They can't.
Borka. Close marking on Chikuldo in the midfield. Allen. Good headed by Dumfries. Foul by Bakovicia. The Netherlands are a quarter of an hour plus stoppages away from a place in the quarter-final. Austria will play Turkey later. Winner of that game plays the winner of this one. in Berlin on Saturday. Malin.
Nobody can love me without you.
Gakpo. Header up by Burka. Grinders. Dumfries. Nicholas Depay couldn't get a clean touch. Free kick to Romania. Fouled by Cody Gakpo. That's second goal to
It's funny, eh? So people believe that this United will get deal done in 6 days, and yet they've not been able to come outside to say something in regards to Sofian Amrabat if he's going to stay or not.
Romania just about hanging on.
Now it says here officially, Sofian Amrabat loan to United has expired. Thank you and the best of luck. So, are they keeping him or not? We are yet to see. We are yet to see.
Pleased in many ways with the performance, but not happy that only 1-0 because the game is still on the knife edge. Certainly the Romanian fans haven't given up here. They are creating most of the noise inside the stadium in Munich. As the Dutch anxiously glance at the clock, those seconds are going by slowly for the Netherlands now. And the Netherlands of it, the time wasting here for Denzel Dumfries, a yellow card. That could prove costly for him later in the tournament. German referee Felix Meyer there, just laying down the law, just reminding the Netherlands he doesn't want to see any time-wasting tactics. Here he's Dumfries. That's Themba with a challenge throw into the Netherlands. Grinders. Kundals to well. Statue.
Wow. Nice.
Well to stay on side, but the pass didn't go through. There's a willingness from Romania. 4-5 players tearing up the pitch, getting into the Netherlands half. They've just got to show quality when they go forward. It's difficult. You're under pressure. You're chasing the game. You've got to get those first couple of passes right to enable those 4-5 attackers to get involved in going forward. Javi Simons. Memphis Depay. Just what we set up for Simons, but he can't get into place here. Blackle beats him.
Is that a corner kick?
Simons and could have ricocheted anyway. Yeah, he's just looking to smash the ball clear. Looks like there's no real danger, but when the ball breaks, he's not necessarily in panic, but he's just looking to whip that ball clear back up the pitch rather than knock it out square, and that could have been so costly. That could have been an unorthodox goal for the Netherlands, but a goal that would have won this last 16 tie for them, surely. And that's Themba. Radu Dragushi. And it's the tiring Romanian legs. They've got to dig deep now. Dumfries, careful to hold off Mihaila. They're all appealing for it here. The decision has gone Romania's way. Dumfries has got to be careful on the yellow card now. Yeah, you wonder whether Ronald Koeman might look at that. Yes, he's been fantastic, great attacking outlet, but you can't run the risk of him missing a quarter final. He's got a ready-made replacement on the bench, not quite as good going forward, but you know, Clouder could come on and play that right back role.
This is what Piers Morgan has to say about the old Ronaldo saga. Like we all know. Big up, my G. Big up, Chelsea perspective. Coach. Big up, coach. Coach, I will send you an email, please. I'm going to send you an email. Big up, coach.
forward pass. Marlon does everything right up to the point in choosing where to play this ball. He's got Simons to his left in acres of space.
And now we all know that Piers Morgan is a very, very he loves Cristiano so much. Now, this is what he has to say about the whole thing. He said, yeah, who did this? Why did they think it's okay to mock a legend of the game like Cristiano in such a cheap and during a public funded broadcasted output of an international tournament? And it's crazy, honestly. And it's continue. He continued. He said, would the BBC have done that to Messi or any other great? No. So why did they take okay, why did they do it to Ronaldo? It's something you don't understand. Honestly.
Romania breaking forward. He throws himself to the ground. They have got away with one there, the Netherlands. That is a big
It's crazy, man.
You can see why Statue is so frustrated, but
I don't really know why they would do such a thing, man. Honestly, I still don't understand. I still do not understand why they would do such a thing. Mistiano Penado. It's a disgrace, man. It's a disgrace. It is honestly a disgrace. But I someone was asking me earlier about the Chelsea Isak deal because I streamed earlier and I actually made a mention to it earlier. And for me, if I was Newcastle, honestly, I would do the deal, man. If I was Newcastle, I would do that deal of Chaloba, Conor Gallagher, and Amando Broya. That is 3 players and probably plus cash for Isak. I'll do the deal. That is 2-0. Could the Gakpo have been, man, a joy to watch as well in this competition? So if I were Newcastle, man, I'll do the deal ASAP. I'll do the deal ASAP. Could the Gakpo have been, man, having, 3 players. Chaloba is a good player. A joy to watch as well in this competition. Amado Broya is a so if I were Newcastle, man, I'll do the deal ASAP. I'll do the deal ASAP. Could the Gakpo have been, man? Conor Gallagher is a good player by, and I think 3 players. Could the Conor Gallagher Chaloba is easily a joy to watch as well in this competition. Amado Broya is a so if I were Newcastle, man, I'll do the deal ASAP. I'll do the deal ASAP. If it was me, I'm sorry, I'll have been, man. Conor Gallagher is a good player by, ASAP, and I think 3 players. Could the Conor Gallagher Chaloba is easily a joy to watch as well in this competition. Amado Broya is a so if I were Newcastle, man, I'll do the deal ASAP. I was going to do that deal without even thinking about anything. Conor Gallagher is a good player by, ASAP, and I think 3 players. Could the Conor Gallagher Chaloba is easily a joy to watch as well in this competition. Amado Broya. And you could easily say the game is done. I was going to do that deal without even thinking about anything. Conor Gallagher is a good player by, ASAP, and I think you could easily say the game is over. Easily a joy to watch as well in this competition. Amado Broya. And you could easily say the game is done. I was going to do that deal without even thinking about anything. Conor Gallagher is a good player by, ASAP, and I think you could easily say the game is over. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, and you could easily say the game is done. I hope you do that without even thinking about anything. Conor Gallagher is a good player by, ASAP, and I think you could easily say the game is over. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, and you could easily say the game is done. I hope you do that without even thinking about anything. Conor Gallagher is a good player by, ASAP, and I think you could easily say the game is over. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, and you could easily say the game is done. I hope you do that without even thinking about anything. Conor Gallagher is a good player by, ASAP, and I think you could easily say the game is over. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, And you could easily say the game is done. How you feel like that they won't about anything. Player by 8, and I think you could easily say the game is done. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, and you could easily say the game is done. How you feel like that they won't about anything. Player by 8, and I think you could easily say the game is done. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, and you could easily say the game is done. How you feel like that they won't about anything. Player by 8, and I think you could easily say the game is done. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, and you could easily say the game is done. How you feel like that they won't about anything. Player by 8, and I think you could easily say the game is done. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, and you could easily say the game is done. How you feel like that they won't about anything. Player by 8, and I think you could easily say the game is done. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, and you could easily say the game is done. How you feel like that they won't about anything. Player by 8, and I think you could easily say the game is done. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, and you could easily say the game is done. How you feel like that they won't about anything. Player by 8, and I think you could easily say the game is done. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, and you could easily say the game is done. How you feel like that they won't about anything. Player by 8, and I think you could easily say the game is done. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, and you could easily say the game is done. How you feel like that they won't about anything. Player by 8, and I think you could easily say the game is done. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, and you could easily say the game is done. How you feel like that they won't about anything. Player by 8, and I think you could easily say the game is done. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, and you could easily say the game is done. How you feel like that they won't about anything. Player by 8, and I think you could easily say the game is done. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, and you could easily say the game is done. How you feel like that they won't about anything. Player by 8, and I think you could easily say the game is done. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming, and you could easily say the game is done. How you feel like that they won't about anything. Player by 8, and I think you could easily say the game is done. For those Manchester United fans that are screaming,
From 3 more minutes to go to the end of the game. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go to the end of the game. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go to the end of the game. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go to the end of the game. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go start shoot. You guys have been good so far, man. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go start shoot. You guys have been good so far, man. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go start shoot. You guys have been good so far, man. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go start shoot. You guys have been good so far, man. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go start shoot. You guys have been good so far, man. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go start shoot. You guys have been good so far, man. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go start shoot. You guys have been good so far, man. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go start shoot. You guys have been good so far, man. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go start shoot. You guys have been good so far, man. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go start shoot. You guys have been good so far, man. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go start shoot. You guys have been good so far, man. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go start shoot. You guys have been good so far, man. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go start shoot. You guys have been good so far, man. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go start shoot. You guys have been good so far, man. And Netherland have actually made it easy for them. From 3 more minutes to go start shoot.
Really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it says here, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it says here, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it says here, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it says here, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it says here, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it says here, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it this year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Many matches and fans will not like this one. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Guys, in the beginning, like game over. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Guys, in the beginning, like game over. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. Guys, in the beginning, like game over. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. In the beginning, like game over. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. In the beginning, like game over. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. In the beginning, like game over. But it's cool. This year, understand that really have been good so far, man. In the And now beat, guys. Netherlands have actually won this one. They won it so well. And now beat, guys. Netherlands have actually won this one. They won it so well. And now beat, guys. Netherlands have actually won this one. They won it so well. And now beat, guys. Netherlands have actually won this one. They won it so well. And now beat, guys. Netherlands have actually won this one. They won it so well. And now beat, guys. Netherlands have actually won this one. They won it so well. And now beat, guys. Netherlands have actually won this one. They won it so well. And now beat, guys. Netherlands have actually won this one. They won it so well.